Hi, my name is Milton Snavely Hershey. I was born in Derrytown, Philadelphia, in a hospital on September 13th, 1857. I dropped out of school in 4th grade to learn about making candy, and I have a sister named Trina. My mom is Fanny, my dad is Henry, and my spouse is Catherine. And I have no kids. I lived in Lancaster, but then moved to Philadelphia and traveled to the island of Cuba a lot with my mother. I am a store owner, and I made money to build a hospital and a school, and I made Hershey chocolate bars and Hershey Kisses. One interesting fact is that I was going to go on the Titanic, but I didn't because I had business matters to take care of. I made a bunch of quotes in my free time, and I can tell you 3 of them. Here's one. If a man does not like the work he does, he is not a success. But if he loves the work he does lots of it, and he's Here's the second one. The value of a good is not measured by what it does, but it by the amount of good it does to the one concerned. Here's the last one. One is only happy in proportion as it makes others feel happy. I died at age 88 on October 13th, 1945. 1 month after my birthday, and I died in June.
Go.
Hi, I'm Christopher Columbus. My mom, when I was born in 1416. When I was 10, my mom and dad got a divorce. I was a boater's boy. I sailed on the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. I died because of throat problems when I was 40. When I discovered America, I was remembered for giving many people homes, and I built a lot there. But I got the most breaks, and I loved America.
Hi, my name is Martin Luther King Jr. I was born on January 15th, 1929. My birth name was Michael II. My mother and father's names were Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams. I was known for my I Have a Dream speech, and I also known for my work with civil rights. I was a Baptist minister too. Now I will tell you a little bit about I Have a Dream speech. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. I had 4 kids, and I was in prison nearly 30 times, and my wife's name was Coretta Scott.
I'm Alexander Greenwell. Born in 1847, I got my first job in 1876. I died in 1942. I studied medical research. I invented the telephone in 1876. My parents are Alexander and Lena Bill and Elisa Grace Yuma. I died of diabetes on August 2nd, 1922. I was born in Edinburgh, United Kingdom, and another interest I had was teaching.
Hi, I'm George Washington. I was born in 1732. I lost my father when I was 11 years old on a plantation called Pop's Creek. I joined the military in 1753. My job was to tell the French troops to leave, and I was chosen to lead the army during the American Revolution. My soldiers and I spent the winter at a camp called Valley Forge. I was dying because there wasn't a lot of food, clothes, or firewood. After that, I got married to Martha Washington on January 6, 1759. I was 57 when I became the first president of the USA. In my free time, I like to dance. I died in 1799 because of a throat infection.
Go.
Hello, I am Abby Kern. I am a pageant girly girl. I was
born on July 28, 1987. I have a disability called cerebral palsy. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at age 2. I love doing pageants. I became Miss Iowa in 2008. I've been on the Ellen Show. My favorite hobby is doing pageants. I made a pageant for people with a disability. I think it was a good idea for me. People ages 5 to 105 love them.
Hi, my name is Barack Obama. I'm famous to be the first African American in the United States. When I became president, I was elected over John McCain and my running mate Joe Biden. 9 months later, I was given the Nobel Peace Prize. My wife, Michelle Obama, and she went to Whitney Young Magnet High. My parents are Obama Sir and Stanley and Dunham. I was born on August 4th, 1961. I learned how to be president, and that's how I am now. I became president because I was elected. Started taking classes to become president, and here I am, president of the United States. I have 8 siblings, 2 sisters, 6 brothers. They are Amma Obama, Maya Obama, Barack Obama, Bernard Obama, Abba Obama, David DeSanjo, Mark Obama DeSanjo.
I'm Neil Armstrong. I was born August 5th, 1930 in Wapakoneta, Ohio. When I was 15, I was in Eagle Scouts and I got my pilot certificate in 1945. I went to college when I was 17 and I got my Navy scholarship in 1947. I was in the Korean War in 1950. Was scared to find my fighter while people shot missiles. I graduated from college from Pearl University in 1955. I got married January 28, 1956. I had 3 kids, 2 boys, and my daughter died from a brain tumor at the age of 3. In 1962, I entered the space program. In 1963, I had another son in 1969. I was on Apollo 11 in 1969. I was the first man on the moon, and my famous line is one small step for man, a giant leap for mankind. I retired from NASA in 1970. I began teaching in 1971 at the University of Cincinnati. I divorced in 1994 and I got remarried in 1994. I died in 2012 on August 25th.
I'm Henry Ford, and I'm famous for inventing the assembly line, the automobile, and the Ford Motor Company. I also invented the Ford Airplane Company during World War I, but after World War I, I went back to cars. Now let's start from when I was a child. When I was young, I was expected to be a farmer, but I loved building and repairing broken or damaged things. When I got older, I learned about the steam engine, and that was my inspiration. Unfortunately, I was kicked out of or quit many factories before running my own factory, Ford. In 1908, I invented the Model T, and it was a huge success. After years of hard work, I turned Ford into a booming business. My wife, son, and parents were so supportive of me. Their names were Edsel Ford and Claire Jane Ford. My parents' names were William Ford and Mary Ford. My mom died when I was 13, and my dad died when I was 32. 19 years apart. And then my son died 4 years before I died. My wife died 3 years after. Those were pretty sad times in my life. Then I died in 1963 because of cerebral hemorrhage. So I brought some things from home that said Ford or Henry Ford or Clevin Ford on it. This. A bumper sticker and a scraper. And last but not least, my dad's Ford Award. I'm not allowed to break it.
Hi, I'm Anne Frank, and most famous for surviving the Holocaust, World War I. I hid in an attic for more than 2 years with my mom, my dad, Fritz, me, the Van Dans, and the Van Pels every day. I couldn't go outside or see sunlight. All I got to do was whisper to people and read. I used to be German, but during World War I was Jewish because my mom married my dad, and my dad was Jewish. My sister is in the highest level in our school, and I am in the third to lowest, which is really good for my age. I received my diary on my 13th birthday, June 12, 1942. I named her Kitty. I love her, and I'm never going to leave her anywhere. She's gone with me everywhere. My friend Van Merson died in World War I because her and her family had no place to hide. My mom died January 26. My dad, on the other hand, died after me. Me and Margaret died of typhus at Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, and my dad died of lung cancer, and my mom died of starvation. And that's it.
I'm Alexander Campbell, but you can call me Alec. I was born in 1847. My mother's name is Grace, and my father's name is Alexander. My grandmother's name is Elsie Bell. When I was 10, she became almost totally deaf. As a child, I enjoyed playing the piano. In 1871, I taught speech to the deaf students in Boston, Massachusetts. On my 29th birthday, I received the patent for the first working telephone. A year later, I received the Volta Prize, a very notable award for its time. Later that year, I married Mabel Hubbard. She is also deaf. Me and Mabel had 2 daughters, Elsie and Marianne. In 1885, I co-founded AT&T. The telephone wasn't my only invention. I also invented the photophone and the metal detector, to name just a few. I died in 1922 from diabetes.
Hi, my name is Mary Kira. I was born on November 1867. In 1891, I moved to Paris to study Sorbonne. In 1895, I married Pierce Kerr. In 1902, I worked with Verlin. In 1903, me and my husband won another prize. In 1904, I promoted to chief assistant to my husband and his laboratory. In 1906, my husband Piers was killed in a car accident. I took his place teaching at Sorbonne and was the first woman professor there. I won another Nobel Prize. In 1914, at that time, I used my road of research materials to do x-rays. The x-rays found bullets and other sharp nails in wounded soldiers. And in 1922, I visited America. In 1932, I joined the fight against cancer. In 1934, I died.
Hi, my name is Harriet Tillman, but my birth name is Aaron Winter Ross. I used to be a slave, but escaped around the age 27. I'm best known for freeing over 300 slaves and never lost one. I also worked as a spy, a guerrilla soldier, and a nurse in the Union Army during the Civil War. My ex-husband's name is Nelson Davis, and we adopted my daughter Gertie. I have no children with my current husband, John Tubman. Although I never went to school because I and other people of color never got a chance, I was able to cure a disease called dysentery, even while I had uncontrollable seizures. My motto in life has always been, don't wound a snake, kill it. My motto gives me courage to keep helping people.
Hi, I'm J.K. Carolyn. I would like to talk to you about my journey. I was born in Yate, United Kingdom. My birthday is July 31st, 1965. I'm still alive and healthy. When I was in college, I studied books and novels. I wrote 12 books. The Cursed Child, The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and then last but not least, I wrote the 8 books of Harry Potter series. When I was writing them, I didn't really write on the books. I started writing on newspapers. But then my dreams slowly came true. When I was riding from a train to Manchester to King's Cross Station, I was writing on newspapers. Then I met my husband.
My name is Theodore Roosevelt. I was born on October 27th, 1858. I am famous because I was the 26th president of the USA and was the youngest. I've created national parks, and the teddy bear was made because I was not shoot a bear on a hunting trip in 1902. I was homeschooled until college. After college, I married Alice Lee, and we had a child named Alice Roosevelt. 2 days later, my mother and wife died on the same day. Then I bought a ranch on the Dakota Territory. In 1886, I ran and lost for governor of New York and married Edith Carroll in London. After one of the worst winters in history, I sold my ranch because I lost half of my cattle. In 1898, I formed the Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War. Then I ran and won for governor of New York. In 1900, I became vice president to William McKinley. 1 year later, McKinley was shot, so I became the 26th president. In 1919, I died in my sleep.
Hi, my name is Abraham Lincoln. I'm famous for being one of the 4 presidents assassinated. I was born in LaRue County, Kentucky, in a log cabin. I enjoyed reading, writing, and learning about different subjects. Fun fact, I didn't go to school and I still became the president. Isn't that funny? I became the 16th president in 1861. I married Mary Todd on November 4th, 1842. We had 4 children: Robert, Tad, William, and Edward. Edward died at age 3 and we weren't sure why. Robert died at age 82 from old age. William died at age 11 from a fever. Tad died at age 18 from a illness. I died in Peterson House, Washington, D.C. A guy shot me. 12 days later, soldiers hunted him down and then killed him. His name was John Wilkes Booth.
Say it loud. Johnny. Look at the camera. Erickson. What's her last name? This is what happened to her, okay?
Johnny Erickson Todd was born on October 15th, 1949 in Baltimore, Maryland.
Right here, Peyton.
She was 17 years old when she was injured in a diving accident that left her a quadriplegic. She is paralyzed from the waist down. During her rehabilitation, an occupational therapist taught Johnny how to paint using her teeth. Johnny then sold drawing work. Johnny likes to paint scenery like in this painting of a lighthouse. She also draws with pencils. In 1980, Johnny met a man named Kent Todd at her church. They got married in 1982. Joni and Friends.
She has a camping place called Johnny and Friends, doesn't she?